Candace Owens revisits her viral feud with Dave Chappelle. I was curious, right? Because Dave Chappelle is a piece of shit, we all know. But he did a special back in like 2020-ish, I think, is the one I'm thinking of, where he goes, you know, I don't know Candace Owens, but I bet she's got a stinky pussy.
I don't know if it stinks, but I imagine it does.
Right. It's a funny joke. But Candace Owens will defend Dave Chappelle's right to be transphobic. And because, like, especially at this time when Dave Chappelle was getting, you know, rightfully exposed for being the transphobe, washed up asshole that he is, the conservative, you know, flavor of the week was, you know, we all got to defend Dave Chappelle. We all got to defend Dave Chappelle. He's the best. He's the best. No matter what you thought of him previously, just because now he is transphobic, it's cool to defend him. So I was thinking in the back of my mind, Candace Owens probably defended Dave Chappelle and like thinks he's awesome, even though he hates her. So I want to see what she says about him because she made this video. Candace Owens revisits her viral feud with Dave Chappelle, and I'm sure it's just going to be incredibly embarrassing for her.
So, in my opinion, George Floyd was a criminal.
Oh my God. It's not, I didn't expect this fucking video to open like that. What the fuck?
He was a criminal. And just because he was a criminal doesn't mean...
I'd like to strike the record. Not my opinion, definitely a fact.
Okay. So I guess the crime, whatever crime he committed, was punishable by death. All right.
Mean that I am not going to play a part of the broken black culture that always wants to martyr criminals. Why are we pretending that this criminal should be upheld?
You know what's a worse crime than literally everything George Floyd ever did? Murder. Murder is worse than anything he did ever. Murder is what Derek Chauvin did.
As a citizen, as a martyr in Black America. So this entire narrative is complete smoke and mirrors. It's all made up. It's just election fodder.
I do not want to get banned from this platform, so I will not say what I want to say.
It's white
I'm being censored.
versus black because it's an election year, not because Black Americans are suffering at the hands of police officers more than white Americans.
Candace Owens. That rotten
He's right. He's so right. And that's the thing. I hate almost everything he says now because he just won't shut the fuck up about trans people. But like, his take on Candace Owens is so correct, even though she's on his side about trans people, which should make him realize something.
She's the worst. I can't think of a worse way to make money. She's the most articulate idiot.
I didn't make money on that video.
He's not talking about one video. He's talking about your entire career.
She's so articulate. She can tell you how stupid she is precisely. They killed him, and that wasn't right, so he's the guy. We're not desperate for heroes in the black community. Any nigga that survives this nightmare is my goddamned hero.
And he's right, and he's fucking right. He's so right, and he's so fucking based when he talks about shit like this. But it's so strange that he can't attribute this same, he can't recognize the same mechanisms that marginalize fucking black people also marginalize trans people, because there are fucking black trans people, Dave. I don't get it.
So first and foremost, that video, it's still, you know, is #1 most viral video that I've ever done, which shocked me. I mean, it was such a casual thing. I was sitting up there talking to my husband outside in DC, and I was just like, I can't even stand this anymore. It's a bizarre thing to me because I've grown up with uncles that are addicted to drugs. It's very weird to me to try to turn somebody who's...
Yeah, but did they get killed? Did they get murdered? Do you think they deserved to be?
a drug addict, turn somebody who is a criminal into a...
We've had presidents that were fucking drug addicts, including Donald fucking Trump. Motherfucker's addicted to cocaine. White husband, probably.
martyr. It's very weird that there are murals and statues erected of George Floyd at the same time that they're fighting having a statue erected of Clarence Thomas. It is really...
Clarence Thomas is a psychopath who actively advocates for hurting people. George Floyd was murdered in cold blood. Yeah, exactly. One of them is fucking dead.
Really a symptom of how cancerous the black community has become. So I'm talking to my husband about it, and I'm just like,
oh my God. Dude, literally imagine if anybody else said this.
This is ridiculous. I'm not going to allow this lie to make its way around the world. And I just ranted. Literally, I was sitting on the floor in our guest bedroom, and I just ranted, felt like it was a blink, went upstairs. I think I took a nap, and the video went viral is an understatement. 100 million views. It was insane. It was everywhere. People contacting me from Turkey, from the UK, from Australia. I mean, celebrities everywhere were contacting me. And the number one sentiment was thank you, because they had actually bought into the media narrative, because they were just seeing every...
Jesus Christ, this is such a bad title for this video. It's like, Candace Owens revisits her viral feud with Dave Chappelle. And she's just like, my video talking about how George Floyd deserved to be killed, that actually did so good for me.
Every night, this is what's happening to black men in America, this is happening to black men, and nobody had talked about the fact that this guy was a career criminal.
Stop saying criminal and start saying the crimes that he did, right? Because criminal can mean a lot of fucking things, Candace. But what you're trying to say is that he robbed someone. Sure. He did drugs. Sure. I think he did porn. Sure. None of those things are death sentences, you stupid asshole. Fuck.
It is very hard to get arrested.
Also career criminal. Yeah, arrested 9 fucking times. There are people who protest who get arrested 9 fucking times.
You know, to spend 9 times in jail and in prison before you turn 40. Like, that is the one remarkable thing that George Floyd did, is that he was able to spend that much time in prison before he even turned 40.
And yeah, how many of those crimes were violent crimes?
This man was a drug addict. I mean, he...
Oh, fuck. He did drugs. Kill him.
Died of drug overdose. Everyone
not true.
wants to pretend he didn't. He did. You know,
that's literally not true. It's just patently false. The fucking coroner report said that he died of asphyxiation.
You know, he was obviously having a drug overdose. You know, what role Derek Chauvin played in not stopping or getting him the help he needed can be a matter of debate, but there's no...
It's not a matter of debate. He shooed away the ambulance as he had his full body weight on his fucking neck. Even if he was dying of a drug overdose, even if he didn't have his knee on his neck, and an ambulance came up to help him with a drug overdose, and he pushed them away in the same way that he did, he's still obstructing medical help that the man needed that caused his death. At the least, it's fucking manslaughter, and at the most, it's what he actually did, which is fucking execution. Like, it's fucking insane to me that someone can think like this.
A question that fentanyl in your system.
Yeah, I mean, look what happens when a cop thinks about fentanyl too hard.
I got you. Dramatic body.
Look what happens. He thought about fentanyl a little too much. He touched a little bit of fentanyl on the outside of a fucking Ziploc bag. It's such fucking bullshit. Put your knee on his neck, man. You can get away with it, apparently, according to Candace. Check it out. He's like, oh man, I looked at the fentanyl for a little too long. Here I go. He falls over like a Skyrim character. This is not a fentanyl overdose, because this is not how fentanyl works. This is what's known as a panic attack, caused by the training that cops get, that they're literally told how dangerous fentanyl is, and if you come into contact with fentanyl, you can immediately die, or whatever they're told is causing panic attacks whenever they interact with fentanyl. So everyone seems to think that fucking fentanyl, like, is so fucking bad, and then when cops interact with it, they fucking fall over. Yeah, you can't overdose like that from touching the drugs. It's not how it works. And all this shit is just fucking propaganda to be like, look at these brave little hogs.
50 to 100 times more deadly than morphine. Nobody wants to talk about that stuff. So
Nobody wants to talk about it.
Just wasn't going to allow that narrative to get out because it's just, at the end of the day, it's just harmful. It's a harmful thing to have black Americans conditioned to think that every time one of your criminals dies, you need to go protest and boycott for them. This would never happen.
One of your criminals. Love that. Like, it's so disgusting. Like, he was killed. You can watch it. You can literally watch it happen.
Any other community, not the Jewish community. When's the last march for a Jewish criminal that you remember? What about Asian? When's the last march for an Asian criminal?
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? People march when someone is killed by the cops, no matter who it is. Or they at least hold vigils. Like, Black Lives Matter. There were Black Lives Matter, like, organizers that reached out to the family of Daniel Shaver, who was a white kid who got fucking executed by some hog who brought his own AR-15 off duty to a hotel, who responded to a call in plain clothes and held him up and fucking lit him up down a hallway. He was making him crawl toward him, and as he reached down to pull up his pants, he fucking lit him up. Fucking bullshit. Yeah, what about an Asian? Fucking insane, dude. This would never happen if he was a different race. Bro, people are protesting for cum. Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't happen. It's just our community. And it's because we have people like Dave Chappelle making you think that in order to prove that you're a real person, and again, I allowed Dave Chappelle to say what he said because I think that there does need to be a protected space for comedy.
That's such bullshit, dude. I love that. She's gonna ignore the stinky pussy clip, I guess.
Stinky pussy.
But if we're really getting at what he's implying here, it's that, you know, it's incumbent upon every black person to defend their criminals. I believe the exact...
They're criminals. It's such bullshit. It wouldn't matter. I love this fucking argument is insane to me. That he just so happened to die while someone's knee was on his neck. He just so happened. What a coinky-dink. It's fucking insane. Like, you have to be an ill person. You have to be sick to think like this.
Exact opposite. If you are a criminal, it has nothing to do with you. If you really care about black lives, and you will address the fact that this man tortured black Americans his entire life. He spread drugs in the black community. He, you know, was arrested.
Sorry, huh?
For attacking a woman who had a small child, forcing his way into her home, you know.
Okay, still not murder.
With a gun and spent real time.
Still not murder.
I'm in prison for these things. So
okay, then what's the point of prison? But what's the point of prison if you could go to prison, come out of prison, get murdered, and be like, well, you were in prison. And if he died of a drug overdose, why do you think that Candace Owens would need to list all these reasons that he would happen to be justified to be killed by a cop?
It's genuinely so insane to equate drug use as being worthy of death. My dad, way before I was born, was a long-time addict of alcohol and drugs. Now he's been clean for 25 plus years and has our entire family and a great job and life and stuff. I can't imagine someone just seeing him pre-recovery and deciding his drug use was worthy of horrendous death. I hate it here, sorry for long message, just felt upset by the dehumanization.
Yeah. There's no excuse to, like, murder is never, like, there's no excuse for it. It doesn't matter. I don't even think fucking murder, I don't believe in the death penalty, period. If you could overdose from touching fentanyl, it wouldn't be used in hospitals. By the age of 14, I was given fentanyl during a hospital trip and I'm fine. Yeah, no. I handled fentanyl when I worked in veterinary. We gave animals fentanyl patches after amputations and shit. Like, I literally touched fucking fentanyl and I survived somehow. I didn't die.
I don't care what race you are. If you're a criminal, I have no time for you.
That's such bullshit, dude. That's insane. Candace Owens should be a criminal, like legitimately, for the things that she says.
Absolutely no time for George Floyd. I've never edited my opinion, not once. Again, that remains exclusive to my opinion on Derek Chauvin. I'm talking strictly about George Floyd. He was a career criminal, a career drug addict, and he died committing crime and doing drugs. So
he died committing crime. Counterfeit bill. Which can happen to anybody, by the way. Sometimes counterfeit bills can be circulated by banks so you can get one in your ATM. Yeah, he died on the fucking ground. Fuck you, Candace Owens. What a fucking horrendous piece of shit. Fucking such bullshit, man.